Constraints toolbox. Actually, use the constraints toolbox to define relationships between sketch elements and reference planes. Fixed tool. Select the 2D edge or point to prevent it from moving. For an edge, this doesn't fix the locations of its endpoints unless fixed endpoints is checked. They can still move along the curve. Endpoints may also be selected to apply a fixed constraint to them, after which they can no longer move. When a point is selected to make it fixed, all points coincident to it are also made fixed. Here I fixed the circle. Horizontal. Select a straight line. The horizontal constraint forces a selected line to a position parallel to the x-axis. If an ellipse or elliptical arc is selected, its major axis will be first parallel to the x-axis. And for the vertical constraint, it is like the horizontal constraint but vertically. Perpendicular. Select two edges as close as possible to the location where they or the extensions would cross. The perpendicular constraint ensures that where the two edges cross, they are at 90 degrees to each other. Using pre-select, you can select an edge and a series of other edges to be perpendicular to the first edge before selecting this function. Tangent tool. Select two edges as close as possible to the location where they are to be tangent. The selection location controls which side of a circle the tangent constraint applies. Also, the tangency can occur outside of the displayed portion of a curve. For example, a line can be made tangent to a circle that is far from it. Using pre-select, you can select an edge and a series of other edges to be tangent to the first edge before selecting this function. Here I use the line and ellipse to be tangent together. Coincident. Select 2 points, 2 edges, or a point and an edge as near as possible to the location you want them to be coincident. The coincident location can be outside the displayed portion of either edge. For example, you can make a point coincident with a line even though the point doesn't lie on the displayed line segment. Using pre-select, you can select an edge and a series of other edges to be coincident to the first edge before selecting this function. The selected edges must be of the same type, or one of them must be a point. You cannot make two splines coincident. If you have two or more points that are at or near the same location and you want to assign them as all coincident, a good way to do it is to pre-select using box selection with only points allowed for selection. Then go to coincident, and constraints will be created to make them all coincident. Midpoint tool. Select a point and a line. The midpoint constraint forces the point to be on the line an equal distance from the line endpoints. You can pre-select a series of point-line pairs before selecting this function. If you split, trim, or extend a line that has a midpoint constraint, the constraint will be removed. Symmetry. First, select a line to be the symmetry axis, then a pair of points or edges of the same type to be symmetric about the axis. If you want the endpoints of the curves to also be symmetric, you need to add symmetry constraints to them as well. Parallel. The default right mouse button option, Select Pairs, allows you to select a pair of 2D straight edges, such as lines. The parallel constraint forces the selected lines or major axes for ellipses and elliptical arcs to be parallel. The right mouse button option, Select Multiple, allows you to select a continuing series of lines or ellipses. In the series, after you have selected two edges, a constraint is created, and then the second edge you selected is used as the first edge for the next pair. This continues until you either use the right mouse button to start a new series or return to standard pairs selection. A series of these may be pre-selected before selecting the function, and they are treated like a series selected in Select Multiple mode.